is. All right, we'll get him in. Public service announcement. The count. We at the count. The count right now is 90. Okay? We're at 90.
Jake, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Hang on. So we got to get the count up, man. We got to get Staff Sergeant Shell up to about 4 people a week. So we need some more people to sign in. The count is 90 right now. We are headed towards 0. We want 100 people signed up. So as the count goes down, the count signed up. Staff Sergeant Shell signed the 18 X-ray contract this week. So we got another bubble coming from this room going to 18 X-ray. Guys, y'all signing up for the big baller stuff, the 11 X-ray, the 18 X-ray, the option 40. Make sure you checking in. Make sure you're getting all that stuff ready to go. Because you can't show up out of shape, bruh. If you think that they about to roll back the pain and all the special forces pipelines right now with the new mayor in town, Mr. Trump, you better sign up for some other stuff, man. So you guys got to be massively prepared when you get out there, man. Shout out to Staff Sergeant Shell, man. You're a lifesaver, my dude. Lifesaver. All right, let's rip these questions. What you got, man?
All right, so I got a question. So in 2018, I was court-martialed in the Marine Corps.
Yep.
Is there any way that I can possibly get that overturned? I hit you up a couple months.
What'd you get court-martialed for?
I fought another Marine. I was stationed at MCAS Miramar.
Okay.
And just got a little tussle, and I got special court-martial.
Okay, so what I would tell you is you probably going to have to get a special court-martial overturned or negated. You got to go through the congressman, bro. And I'm going to tell you, most of the time, it don't look good.
All right.
Yep.
That's all I had. Thank you.
Yep. Woo, woo. Big baller brand. Wait a minute, man. Where are my people at, man? Hang on, man. I think no. Oh, that's the chat. Look, get your hands up. Y'all ain't put your hands up. We going home. Mike still drinking. Yeah, stop doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Too many injuries coming out of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I'm answering questions over on YouTube because we ain't got no hands up. Everybody's scared today. Everybody's scared. Don't be scared. We won't kill nobody today on Discord. I promise you, no one will die on Discord tonight. Okay, what you got?
Hey, how's it going? This is Pierce from last week.
Pierce. Let me stop you right now. I hope you have thought about your questions before you start asking them, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes. So
okay.
I was just letting you know that they denied everything. I called recruiters in Dallas, Tulsa.
Okay.
They basically just told me once the packet deadline's passed, there's nothing you can do.
Okay.
But I'm in school till May. So it doesn't matter if I leave a little bit after, but I was just letting you know.
All right, brother. Gotta find a way to get it done, man. I'm working with a young lady right now that has a bad case of can't figure out how to get it done. More importantly, doesn't know how to get it done. So just remember this. There's always a way. You just got to figure out what it is. Make sense, Pierce?
Yeah.
Okay. All good, brother.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Next question.
So I just wanted advice like on joining the airborne and stuff like that. Like, what are the requirements and stuff like that? Like, is there any ASVAB requirements, a certain score
for airborne?
Yeah, like to join like the 82nd or the 11th or.
I don't know. We're gonna find out. Staff Sergeant Shell, is there an ASVAB for infantry?
Yeah, I mean, you guys score combat score, but like you'd have to be a brick to not make it. The biggest thing with airborne, if you want to do airborne stuff, man, you have to pass medical. Medical is going to be your biggest thing. If you don't have corrective vision to 20/20 and at least one eye, you're out of the luck on combat jobs. If you fail your airborne physical, then you can't do airborne. So medical is going to be your biggest hoop to jump through. Just study math and English, pass the ASVAB, you'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, because I did the ASVAB, but it's been like over, I think, 2 years, so I probably have to go and redo it. And my last score on my ASVAB was a 40, and I went to MEPS already, so everything is all good. The only thing that I'm waiting for is some waivers and stuff like that. And then once the waivers get, when I get the okay, I'm able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
But
40, you'll be fine.
Okay, yeah. So I
Are
also
you
have like a
are
question.
you
Like,
are you running in? Are you running? Are you on the Army PDF?
no. This is my first time ever like
You're
being
good,
on
brother.
here. I didn't know
I'm
about
at,
any
how
PDF.
much you running a week?
Running a week. Well, I only run 3 times a week, and then 3 miles, and then the rest of the week is 2 miles. So like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miles.
Okay, so we need to quadruple that. Okay, dude.
Okay.
All right. So email me for the PDF. What's your other
Okay.
question? What's your other question?
So do they all have to be like military questions, or can it be other
No,
questions
you
too?
can ask whatever question you want. This is the winning channel right here. All we do is win. We don't care what we win in. We just win. What's the question?
I had questions like about like any advice about like entrepreneurship stuff, because I already have like an idea of like I do want to get into being like doing real estate and stuff like
Okay.
that,
Have
and I'm
you
working on building my credit and stuff.
hold up, homeboy. Have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
I don't know.
Okay,
No.
so start right there. Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. Start right there.
Okay.
Once you read that book, then you come back on here and ask your follow-up questions.
Okay.
All right, there it is. Easy day.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, man, we just had like 4 people with hands up, and now there ain't 4 people with hands up. Man, let me tell you something. Going over to Facebook real quick. Facebook, telling everybody we are starting to get after school's classroom. The leadership thing is on Friday, 7 p.m., same bat time, different bat channel. Got to be in schools to get on there. I was going to stream it, but then I decided against it. So I will be putting some cut-ups of that up. But for the time being, it's not going to be streamed. So if you want to ask leadership questions, be in the leadership lab, join school's classroom. Hey, the count is 90. A couple people asking about the count. The count is 90. Listen, we got to get 4 people a week on Staff Sergeant Shell. He got to assign 4 people a week, okay? Go ahead. What's your question?
Hey, I'm a USAFA. I just got recently appointed to USAFA, and I was looking at the Special Forces program. I emailed you yesterday or 2 days ago.
Okay.
I was hoping to get your opinion on that because there's a lot of things getting thrown at me, like different opportunities, and that's one of them I was looking at.
Okay, so what's your question?
Well, I have seen some of your videos about your thoughts on the Special Forces program, and I had done some research.
Wait. Are you saying USAFA like Air Force?
Air Force Academy? Yes,
Are you?
sir.
Oh, Air Force Academy.
Yeah, they have a Special Forces
Are you-
training program. For
Okay,
soldiers here.
what did I tell you in the email I responded to you with?
You said no war, no Air Force Special Forces.
And so what's your question?
I guess I was wondering, like, why Air Force specifically, you would think.
How many fucking officers do they have in the Air Force Special Operations community? Let's see if you know this number.
I think it's in the hundreds, right?
It's like 100.
Yeah.
Okay, someone said 300. Okay, like when I tell you there ain't no officers in that job, there ain't no officers in that job. Okay, if you go on the Air Force Academy, what do you think I'm gonna tell you to do?
Probably pilot. I'm not sure how I feel about going
Okay.
into a pilot.
Well, once you figure it out, you got a couple years. Okay, Special Forces in the Air Force to me is not it. Just ain't it, bro. Like it's
Okay, because I got an
not it.
email from. Okay.
Have you even reported to the Air Force Academy yet?
No, sir.
Okay, so
June
let's
23 is-
let's do this. How about we stay in our lane? Okay, focus on right now. You know your general orders of a century.
No.
You know your enlisted ranks.
Yeah.
You know your your officer ranks.
Yeah.
Navy,
No.
Army.
No.
Okay, let's go. You got a lot of shit to learn before you can start worrying about special operations. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're
Alright.
saying to look at just like basic information, get my knowledge down before I get in there?
You don't need any knowledge. You still have a freshman and a sophomore year to go at Air Force Academy. You don't need anything right now. You need to go. How much you running a week?
I'm running pretty good. I had a knee injury not that long ago, so I'm just getting back out there now, but my times
Okay.
are pretty solid.
Yeah, so let's get in shape. Make sure you can swim. Go to Air Force Academy. Kill freshman year. Put in ChatGPT. What do I need to know? Memorize it all. Show up. Kill it. And then you'll have options. let me ask you this. You're not in the Air Force Academy right now. Do you think you're going to learn more about Air Force Special Operations in the first, let's say, month and a half than you could ever learn studying and doing research on your own?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So don't worry about it. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Everybody,
I don't wanna
listen. Before you start fucking talking, everybody that wants to be special operations when they show up at the academy does not make it. Okay? Does not make it. All the dudes in my class, I'll be Navy SEAL. None of them cats made it. Okay? Just something to think about. All right, big dog. Let me know. Hit me back when you get done with Plebe Summer.
I appreciate that.
All right, man. Hey, guys, PSA, man, public service announcement. Make sure you remember we always going to work where our feet are in this program. We're not going to be looking 4 or 5 years ahead at nothing. We're going to be worried about where our feet are right now. Feet are getting ready to go to Air Force Academy. We need to make sure we're physically ready to go. Make sure we study all the stuff we need to study. Make sure we're ready to go. Okay? All right, next question.
Hey, Jake. I've been on here before asking you more military-related questions, but I'm a veteran. I'm about to graduate college and doing a lot of recruiting, have done a lot of recruiting for internships, and now I'm at the full-time stage, kind of at the end here.
Okay.
I have kind of it's not the most politically correct question, but documenting all my interviews that I've done for internships and full-time at this point.
Yeah.
And I've heard other veterans, not an excuse, but I've heard other veterans comment on this as well for high-power corporate jobs, especially as an enlisted guy. I'm a 0-16 when a woman is interviewing me, and I'm 0 for 22 in general. And a lot of guys that interview me, they love it. They can kind of see themselves in that. They want to live that alternative life. But women look at me and be like, "You were like the kid I hated in high school who went and joined the military." You know what I'm saying? So, is there any advice that you can have kind of in that particular situation? Because I really struggled with it.
Yep. So here it goes. Okay. If I have a middle-aged woman, 28 to 45, I'm losing no matter what I say. Okay. So I just watched a big video. There are some hormones that are released by people when they sit in rooms with winners. And I wish I had saved the video. I should have saved it and did a video on it. But it was incredible. The lady said there's a hormone that causes a flight and fear reaction when they're in room with winners. Okay? So if they are not a superstar winner, you are tripping them offline when you just walk in the room and you present a winner to them. Okay? So what I would recommend you do, get the book, Never Split the Difference, and practice your mirroring. Okay? The other thing I would do is I would sit down with somebody that has interview experience. You need to get your stories down. All right? Mm-hmm. So I'll give you an example. I had a kid that placed a Claymore mine down the wrong direction. Right? Yeah. Instead of using a Claymore mine, I might just say, hey, man, he parked the truck in the wrong direction. Right? And why is that a big deal? Well, if, we were doing hasty ambushes and the truck was set up, 100 yards away, and we would have to turn around, exposing us all to immediate danger, right? Like something like that. Like I would take whatever is scary out of your story and put it into a story that's not scary, and then practice telling that over and over again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand that.
But I would tell you, get the book, Never Split the Difference, and practice your negotiation skills. Because that's true. Like I've been using it for probably 4 years now, and it's almost like Jedi mind trick. Like, you just mirror what they say, and like 5 minutes later, they're like, "Oh my God, like that's awesome," and you're like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome. I love that you like it." And they're like, "Oh my God, like it's just so amazing." And you're like, "Oh yeah, like I'm glad you're amazed," And the next thing you know, you're like, "Jesus, I can't believe this shit worked." So
yeah,
okay.
All right, I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, listen, the other thing I would do, what do you wear in the interviews?
Oh, suit, all white, blue jacket, typically blue pants.
Okay, so what I'll tell you is if
or orange.
Yellow?
Gold or orange.
Okay, so here's what I would tell you. Go white shirt, red tie, black suit. Okay. Blue is a soft color.
Okay.
And then I would tell you, like, make sure you're not in there militaried up, right? Is your hair short?
No, I grow it out. I don't get it
Okay.
anymore because
Make
I
sure-
know.
Make sure you're shaving. And then here's what I'm going to tell you. It's hard to get a job right now. It's hard. Where are you in school at?
Temple University.
Temple. What's your major?
I've done 2 years of investment banking internships, and I work at a startup right now to fulfill another requirement. So
what's your major?
marketing, actually. I'm not even finance major.
And what do you want to do?
Well, I tried going the hard consulting route, but I got to the third round of BCG and didn't get it. So
Okay.
I'm pretty open. Back open. Still probably looking at private equity, trying to do that. But
You know how hard it is to get into private equity?
fucking hard. But
Okay. So, like, how old are you?
24.
Okay. So, send me a text message. I'm going to put you in contact with Lauren Holland. She runs a program called Wall Street Friends up in New York. Okay.
Yeah.
She's helping people do good stuff.
Okay. I appreciate it, Jake.
All right, brother. Easy day. That's a good question right there, man. That's a solid question, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, we out of questions, man. Once again, we out of questions. Josh, one time on a run. No big deal. Went to the surf zone, cleaned it all up, went back to work. Not a real big deal. YouTube, man, we over here over on Discord. It's in the description, man. So jump in here. Let's go. Okay. All right, we got another hand up. Guys, stack them hands up and let everybody in at the same time. Ooh. Shout out to Chris at VA Mortgages. What's it say? Wholesale Mortgage? VA Wholesale Mortgage, Virginia Beach. Shout out Chris Ragar. My dude. What's the question?
Hey, Jake. Yeah, you're taking any questions right now?
Yeah. We'll take any questions, man. As long as it's not stupid questions.
Okay. This was just curious. Do you know what job prospects look for, how they look for people flying like drones in the future? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I do.
What's your take on it?
For the drone pilot, it's probably going to be about 100,000. For the guy contracting, it's probably going to be $200,000 a drone pilot.
And that's fixed wing and like rotary, like whichever.
When you say drones, like you talking about Predator drones?
Well, I mean, I guess they're both, right? Like
No.
DoD stuff. Like
So
now,
listen,
or is that-
all the DoD
okay.
stuff they're going to teach you how to fly drones. I'm talking about being a mercenary drone pilot and like going to Ukraine and flying drones, killing Russians. That's what I'm talking about. Like contracting out to be a drone pilot.
But that's right now. Like, we don't know. Okay, but like, how about like 5 years from now? You think that's still similar?
I think it's going to be 10 times better. Like my guess in the next year and a half, the militaries will all have a drone division. Like maybe not like a regiment. Like I don't know how many people that is, but they are going to put drones into infantry. So they already are doing it. They're already doing it, but they're not doing it kinetically, right? Like they already have a bunch of drones that they're using in the infantry. They just don't have like pseudo, FPV drone pilots to kill people. But that's coming, and it's coming quick.
Okay, yeah, that's what because I feel like it is, and I feel like maybe some people aren't talking about it enough because I feel like it's coming too.
Yeah, it's well on its way. But understand this, like we're not going to be able to learn from this Russian stuff, right? Like you heard about how the $300 drone was killing all the M1 Abrams, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like we're not gonna believe it because we're gonna say we have air superiority, and we're not gonna believe it until like a division of M1 Abrams gets blown up, and we're like, oh man, okay, we better figure out this drone technology, right? Like we have it. I just don't think they're going to go catastrophically high order on it. Like, you ask me, it's probably just as important as special forces.
Yeah, I could see that. That makes
Right?
a lot of sense.
Like, let me ask you this. I could put a hydrogen cell on a drone and fly it over 1,000 miles one way. Okay. Why would I ever risk a special operations team to go blow something up if I can put 40 pounds of explosives on something and go drive it 1,000 miles away and blow something up with it?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So, like, but I mean, listen, the military's slow, they're lethargic, takes them 10 years to acquire stuff, and then it's 10 years out of date. So my guess is next couple of years, we're going to see drones stood up in the military. They're not going to have a choice.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet.
Easy day.
Thanks.
Next question.
Hey Jake, I don't necessarily have a question for you. Don't want to take
Okay.
too much of your time.
Okay.
I've been on here before. I was the guy that quit out of the airborne infantry contract and was trying to go into the USMC.
Okay.
So I have some good news.
Hey, man. Okay, let
Uh,
me ask you a question, bro. You quit out
What's
your
up?
airborne contract, but now you're going to go in the Marine Corps?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get into. I wanted to
Do
be
you
part of
understand? Do you understand that the Marine Corps is 10 times harder than an infantry contract?
Yes, sir. I understand that.
All right, cool. All right.
I wanted to tell you I have some good news though. That I was able to
What's
secure
the
a
good news?
UH-03 contract.
Okay, let me know
They're
how
trying
it
to send me to
goes.
security forces or recon.
Okay, let me know how it goes, bro.
No problem. I ship out this Sunday on Monday.
How many miles you been running a week?
Every week I'm running 1, 2, 1.5, 3, and then another 1.5. So whatever that
Oh
totals
fuck,
up to.
you ain't gonna make it.
You don't think
You
so?
ain't no chance. Ain't no fucking chance you're gonna make it. Not any chance. Zero. No chance
Really?
you make recon. None. Zero.
No, I didn't sign for recon. They were trying to give me recon or what is it? Security
You
forces. It's
you
just
ain't gonna
regular
you ain't gonna
infantry.
make the infantry running them numbers. Not in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
That's okay though. You leaving on Sunday. Give it your best shot. Don't quit. Whatever you do, don't quit.
Got
Even if
you.
they give you some shitty ass job, don't quit. Because you can always come back from not quitting, but you can't come back from quitting. Like you done quit in the Army, you quit in the Marine Corps, you ain't gonna have no
I'm not
chance to
quitting
go
again.
nowhere.
Yeah, no, never.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I wanted to touch up a little bit too on that guy that was asking about the drone stuff.
Okay.
There's
listen,
a YouTube
listen,
channel
are
called
you,
For the Infantry.
are you a drone pilot?
No, sir.
Okay, so then you good.
Okay.
All right, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep. So listen, folks, we don't talk about nothing we don't know nothing about. We don't refer no drone pilots. We don't refer no YouTube channels. We don't refer nothing. If you ain't doing the job, you can't talk about nothing. Okay? Like this ain't the what if channel or the maybe channel. This is the truth channel where we give real information from people that know what they talking about. Okay? All right, let's go. Next question.
But can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Got it. So I actually did a discovery flight on Monday. Thought it
All
was-
right, let's hear. Okay, all right. So listen, let's walk this through because I have two people this weekend that are going for discovery flights. So tell me, what did you do to get a FAM flight, a familiarization flight? Let's walk through the whole process. This is a good one.
So I actually talked to you last week. I think
Okay.
you're the last person up, but I had the discovery flight canceled
Okay.
a couple times just because of the weather.
Yep.
It's blizzarding out here in Colorado.
Okay.
I did my discovery flight through ATP Flight School. Called
Okay.
them up, scheduled it.
Okay.
I flew
How
around
much?
for an hour.
Hang on. How much did it cost?
It cost like $195, so like
Okay.
around $200.
$200. Perfect. That's what I'd be telling everybody. About $200, give or take a little bit. Okay. So talk to me. What's the first thing you did when you got there? I want to hear the whole deal.
So when I got there, they I met with the flying instructor. I walked through the I just met him at his desk. They asked a bunch of questions. They were like, how'd you hear about this program? Considering what type of career are you considering with flying and everything? And,
Yep.
yeah, they basically explained how it's mostly a direct to airlines program
Okay.
and everything. Then they were basically gave me my headset and everything, brought me out, and then they just had you go through going around the plane. It was a Cessna 172.
Okay.
Went through the checklist and everything, and then basically did the comms thing. took off, and then a little bit after takeoff, and once you like reach a certain height, I don't remember exactly
Okay.
what it was. They basically like give you the controls and stuff. It's like your controls, my controls, your controls, and
Yep.
yeah, they like let you steer. They let you
Did,
like adjust the power, like
did
adjust
did
like
you
the pitch and the nose and everything.
did you get to take off? Did they let you take
Oh
off?
no, they didn't let me. They didn't let me. The instructor was in charge of takeoff and landing.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, admittedly, with landing, they let you do like part of the descent, but then like with like the plane touching the ground, the last part of it, they like the instructor was in charge of the whole thing.
Okay. Cool. 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 Cool.
But yeah,
How's
got to
everything?
do a lot of.
Okay. So how
Sorry,
did
what'd you say?
what'd you think? Like, what was the experience like?
It was actually pretty cool. I had never flown a plane before. I'd like flown in like the co-pilot seat, but it was actually kind of cool to like have all the controls and everything, and
Okay.
like learn like right on the spot. It was actually yeah, it was like one time where you're like supposed to adjust the nose. You have to like turn this wheel which like adjusts like the pitch up or something. And I
The
accidentally turned the
trim.
wrong way.
It's called trim. Trim. The
Yeah,
trim.
the trim. So I accidentally like did it the wrong way one time, and that was kind of terrifying. But the instructor was like there the entire time. I was
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
shit. But yeah, overall it was a pretty cool it was a pretty cool experience.
Awesome, brother.
All in
Awesome.
all. That's been the
Awesome.
highlight of my week.
Cool.
But
So are you gonna go pursue this flying stuff?
yeah, I'm definitely like leaning towards it right now. I just had a couple of questions
Go ahead.
because like when I did the ATP thing, they was asking if they had any guys that like just like flew on the program, which is like it would be like around 250 hours for like the first year, and you get
Mm-hmm.
your instructor rating,
Mm-hmm.
and like throughout the time you get like multi-engine, like your private pilot's license and all that jazz.
Yep.
But they said that they wouldn't recommend the program if you're trying to go from like flying through the program and going to the military. They said they
Okay.
have a completely different process with that. Um,
Okay. So
overall,
listen.
they get a lot of
Listen.
color on the
Listen.
program.
Listen.
Yeah.
The aviation pipeline is the exact same in every institution in America because it is like bordered by the FAA. The FAA controls the training pipeline in every branch of service and every civilian flight school. So the fact that they trying to get you to sign up and be a commercial pilot because they can get a bunch of money out of you. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you need 250, but you want to get your private pilot's license. Do they have a private pilot's program?
Uh, yeah. I'm pretty sure they just had a private pilots program. They
Yeah.
also said they also were like really nice too. They were like, yeah, you can also get your private pilot's license at a couple other places. Maybe check out the schools. There's a couple in the Denver area.
Okay.
But my question for you, I mean, a couple of my questions for you was with like if you're joining the if you're planning on going the military route but getting hours first, and you like wanted to do it through and you want to do it through either like the Navy or the Marine Corps, what would your thoughts be on that, like with the hours
What?
that
What are you
you'd
what are you what are
recommend
you
going
talking
with?
about? So explain to me, what are you asking about through the Army or the Navy or the Air Force?
So like if you wanted, like let's say you want to fly jets
Okay.
and you want to maximize the amount of hours that you have to give you the best chances, what would you recommend?
Getting your
I know
private, like if you want to fly jets, okay, so what's your GPA in college?
mine was a 3.2.
And what's your major?
Mine was finance.
Okay, finance, where from?
Boulder.
Boulder. Okay, see you Boulder.
University
So
College of Boulder.
here's what I'm gonna tell you, okay? You probably not gonna get in the Air Force to fly. That's your best
Yeah.
chance to go fly jets, okay? So now you're talking about the Navy. There's two jets, one or two jet spots a class, 14 kids a class, and maybe one turboprop spot, okay? So you're talking about maybe 3, maybe 2, all right? There in every class, there's pretty much 3 commercial pilots, So if you can't beat a commercial pilot with 1,500 hours on the stick, like, you're not gonna win. So you got to make a decision. Do I want to go, right? Like, you could try to get in the National Guard, but just get your private pilot's license, and then you can work on your hours from there. Does that make sense?
Got it. Then,
But yeah, there's no such thing as going to military and they let you fly more to get ready for training.
Got it.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I mean, I'd also heard of the guy who joined the National Guard with 500.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Like,
That's our first one. That's our first one in 7 years.
first one in 7 years.
Now we got we got a helicopter pilot, 300 maybe.
Yeah, 300 fixed wing hours. Then he was flying.
No. We have 300 pilots over the last 20 years, and he is the first one to go in the National Guard. We have another helicopter pilot. He had 400 hours, and he's going to the National Guard in New York, fly helicopters. Aaron's going to fly C-17s out of Riverside.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you. I think that's all I got for now. Thank you very much.
Cool. Great question, man. I'm glad you enjoyed your fan flight. Let's go. You want to go fly? Go get in a plane. See if you really want to go fly. Don't come up with none of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no stuff up in your head before you get to go try it. So good stuff, man. All right, next question.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you hear me?
Hear you just fine.
Yes, sir. So I'm talking with the recruiter. I go take my podcast on the 13th of February for the Army active duty. I wanted to do infantry. Just wanted to know if you have any advice, anything you could tell me. Is anything I should know?
Hey, Stasser, what's a podcast? I got no idea what a podcast is.
Okay, so it's an ASVAB. He can take it in the office. A PICAT's that. The cool thing about the PICAT is you take it in the recruiting office instead of at MEPS. If he passes it, he has to still go take a 10-question confirmation test that, shows that we didn't just let him cheat in the office and he actually knows what he's doing. If he's failing that one, or the confirmation test thinks like, oh, you're scoring low, it'll open the full test up. He's got to take it anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's cool because you can throw that PICAT out too. Say he fails, we throw that out like it never happened, and he studies for a week and takes the real one.
So listen, there's a couple online programs I recommend everybody get. ASVAB for Dummies. Okay, ASVAB for Dummies has helped a lot of guys. Make sense?
Yes, sir. I'm on March to Madness, and I've been doing it every day for 4 weeks.
March to Success.
March to Success. Yes, sir.
Okay. You asked me a question. I'm going to tell you what we do. I don't know about March to Success, but I know that ASVAB for Dummy has helped a lot of my officers get over the hump for the 110 on the GT score. Okay?
Yeah. ASVAB for Dummies is probably the best one out there. March to Success is the one that the Army pushes to everybody. That's like the Army's version of ASVAB for Dummies.
Perfect. Perfect.
And I've been on your pasta diet off the
Wait,
the
hold
chart.
up, homeboy. Are you on a PDF?
Yes, sir.
Because I ain't got no pasta diet. I got a fuel diet to be on the PDF. How many miles you run last week?
Last week I only did 4 miles. I got up to up to 16 miles on 1 week, but I do have a job where I'm working 14-hour shifts at the warehouse.
Okay.
So it kind of stopped my process. It kind of gets in the way.
Okay, so I will tell you this. You better run a lot more than that if you're trying to go in the Army. What are you trying to do in the Army?
I really wanted to do 11 Bravo and eventually get into Green Beret.
Okay, so I need you to run a lot more, brother. I don't care if you're working. What do you do for work? How physical is it?
It's not really physical. It's just picking up dishes and I go and pack them. But it's since like 5 to 5.
5 to 5. How many days a week?
Well, it's going for 7 days a week, but they just cut all our hours. So now I'm doing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as of 2 weeks.
Perfect. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every 2 weeks. Then run all them other days. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you and I love your community. Where can I like sign up for the classroom, your classroom and stuff?
It's in all the directions. So if you go into all my descriptions on YouTube, you'll see a school's classroom in there.
Yes, sir.
All
All
right,
right.
brother.
Well, thank you guys.
Appreciate it, man. Let's go. Ain't nobody got the head blown off. We got good questions tonight. I like it, man. I like it. Eagle Heart, thanks for the $2 over on YouTube, man. What's the next question?
Hello.
Yeah,
This is a question on the PDF, the SEAL
Okay.
PDF.
go ahead.
On the PM swim.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me get
you're good.
PM swim. It says 3x100 side stroke and 3x100 breaststroke.
Yeah,
Until you get to 1500.
yeah.
Is that 1500 3 times or just 1500 for each stroke per swim?
Each stroke. So how far is that total at night when you let me ask you two questions. How much are you adding a week to that swim total?
I've done 1500 for both stroke for a few weeks now.
Okay, so then
1500 one time.
you're fine. That's all you got to do. 3,000 a night. Easy day.
Okay, so it's not 1500 each 3 times.
No sir. No sir. That's swimming numbers. We ain't trying to get you ready to swim.
Okay, I was about to say that's a lot of swimming.
No, not really, because like 3,000 at night. How much you swimming in the morning?
1,000.
1,000. So you still got another 1,000 to go to get to 5,000 to go to Buds. What are you getting ready to go to Buds?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just remember, don't come on here with no real names or nothing, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, be in the covert, man. Might need to mask your voice. Shout out to Andrew Dowd. Still hunting my guys, but I just had 5 dudes graduate in one class, Andrew. Come on, brother. All I'm doing is making the community better. All right, man. Appreciate it.
Good one.
All right, next question.
Hey, I'm a junior in high school, and I'm
Yeah.
looking at commissioning in the Army.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What's your GPA?
3.75, but I'm in a
Okay.
program where I can get my associate's degree at
Okay.
the end of high school.
Okay.
So
Cool.
the classes are weighted at like 5.0.
Okay, that's
You get
fine.
A's
I'm
and
good.
B's.
Where you in school at?
Virginia Tech
Okay.
would be
All
a
right.
good one.
I said, where are you in school right now?
Right now, Central Virginia
Okay.
Community College.
All right, cool. All right, what's your question?
What does it look like? Like commissioning, like
What does what look like?
so after getting through ROTC.
Are you gonna do ROTC? You ain't say nothing about no ROTC. Are you?
Oh yeah,
is-
that's how I plan on commissioning through ROTC.
Okay, so let me say this: they're not gonna let you do 2 years in commission.
So like the 2-year program, that's
Do they have a 2-year program at ROTC at Virginia Tech to commission?
yeah. I looked on the Army's website, and I looked at the Navy. It didn't say anything. The Army, it's like a 2-year.
Okay.
Like ROTC process.
What do you want to do in the Army?
Combat engineer,
Okay,
anchor.
are you gonna
just-
let Army pay for your college?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. What's your question?
What so? And the website just says basically you get to lead. Like what does that entail?
You get to what?
Lead.
Okay, listen.
Hey, that's 2 years, man. That 2 years is like Army ROTC. You do 2 years of school. They give you the option to contract with the ROC at the second year. So you still got to do all 4 years, man, of college. But they'll pay for it after that. But realistically, most people got to like kind of get to that second year before that option's even there.
Okay.
So here's what I would tell you. Okay, if you wanna cook the books, apply for ROTC out of high school. Okay, you're gonna go. You're gonna be in the ROTC program. Okay, you still have to take all 4 years of the ROTC classes. All right. I don't know how it will work. I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there, but if you're gonna let them pay for school, then they're gonna pay for your 2 years. You're gonna get your degree. You're probably gonna have to figure out a way to win. Work with the Virginia Tech, ROTC program and figure out what the plan is. They may have you do a whole nother year before you can commission. because you still got to go do your summer training programs to commission in ROTC. My thought would be bang out them 2 years of college and go to OCS in the Army. Then you ain't got to worry about nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to encourage you, because you're a junior in high school. I want you to go watch some videos of what an officer does in the military. Okay. I'm not going to take time to explain to you what an officer does. Yes, they lead, but I think you need to do some more research before I answer that question. Does that make sense?
All right. Makes sense.
Okay. But yeah, make sure you turn your application in for ROTC as soon as it opens in August. Okay?
All right. Will do.
All right, brother. Good question. No more hands up. It's 7:40. Oh, man. I spoke too soon. Oh.
How's it going, Nick?
Hey, man, what you doing?
Doing good. Just got done with practice.
Okay. Didn't I tell you? Aren't you trying to be a SEAL?
No, sir.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
Looking to go SF. I'm in college now, so you said go airborne first. My question is on
Wait,
timing.
are you enlisting? Are you back on this enlisting program deal?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, so you ain't got to worry about it. You're gonna go officer. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You're just gonna go to OCS. You're gonna be in great shape. You're gonna get infantry. You're gonna go to airborne. You're gonna go to Ranger school. You're gonna go to SEER school. You're gonna go to IOBC, and then you're gonna figure it out once you get to your first unit.
100%.
Does that make
My
sense?
only question is, yes, sir.
Okay,
That's the exact plan I have. Timing wise, I think you said it's like 2-3 years before you go into the pipeline for SF. Is that like
No,
on the low side?
Listen. My dude Z Kong is just now getting to. He's in Ranger school right now. So figure 2.5 to 3 years to get out of the pipeline. You got to go to basic. You got to go to OCS. Then you're going to go, you get done with OCS, you're going to select. You're going to go to IOBC. Then you're going to get done with IOBC. Before or after, you can go to Ranger school. If you do well, you're only in Ranger school for 61 days. If you do poorly, you might be there for 100 days, okay? Then you go to airborne school. Then you're going to go to SEER school. All them schools totaled up, what I'm seeing is between 2.5 and 3 years. You're going to get to your first unit, okay? You need a recommendation from your first unit if you're going to be successful to go screen at selection. So that means you're going to be at that unit for at least a year, if not a year and a half. You're going to do your platoon time. You're going to show everybody that you're a real dude. Because here's what I'm going to tell everybody, okay? I got a public service announcement for this whole listening group. If you are not aware, we are not at war anymore, okay? So the ability to show up in the Army and go to Special Forces is done. They are vetting, like in the officer world, you ain't just showing up to AFAS and getting selected. They've already vetted you as a dude that they want to come to AFAS. You ain't just going to go there and select. If you ain't coming out of the infantry arm, really, if you ain't coming out of the 82nd, the 101, 173rd, maybe 10th Mountain, you ain't getting selected. Okay, if you coming out of an MOS that isn't combat related, meaning infantry, maybe artillery, you ain't getting selected as an officer. I'm just telling you I just had a long conversation with my dude in the Ranger bat. He said they ain't taking nobody unless they already vetted and they coming from 2 units, 82nd and 101st. Okay. So all you guys that want to go Special Forces and all this stuff, just understand this, that gate is closed. Okay. I'm going to say this for the enlisted dudes. That shit is about to get really hard. It's already been hard the last couple of years, but now the problem they having is cats ain't performing when they get into the units. Okay? When they get into the A teams, they ain't performing. So they about to fucking tune it back up. Does everybody understand that? Okay? All right. Same thing with SEALs. Same thing with fucking Air Force don't even really count. They down to 5 people out of 150. They ain't taking nobody anyway. They ain't never been taking nobody. Okay? So for all you guys trying to go Special Forces, just understand this. The playing field has changed massively right now. Massively changed. All right, cool. You good?
Perfect.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Jake.
Hey, Jake, I'll keep it quick.
Cool.
I took your advice, and
Okay.
I just walked into the director of undergraduate engineering.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, can you overload my credit hours so I can graduate this semester?
Okay.
And he was like, dude, you're crazy. And I was like, well, can you do it? And he's like, maybe I'll see. And I just got it approved today. So I'll be graduating like 8 months early now.
8 months early. How many credit hours you taking?
It's 28, but I'd say it's like 24 real credits.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, cut out all distractions. Put your head down. I got the best grade. I took 28 credit hours in one semester, and I got the best grades ever. Okay. Now I had a lot of fluff in there. I had some real fluff in there. You got engineering classes for 28?
Yeah, I'd say like 22 are engineering.
That's fine.
And then there's
I know dudes at Naval Academy take 24 hours of all engineering. So
yeah,
just get ready. Hey, now listen, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Don't fall on your sword. You understand what I'm saying?
No, that's what he told me too.
Yep.
He
Don't
said,
go
"Don't
hard.
die," and I said, I'm not going to.
You go hard in the fucking paint. What's the end goal?
To go fly in the Navy.
Okay.
So it'll help accelerate. I was supposed to get my PPL this summer.
Okay.
But if I graduate, I can start my real-time job and get that sooner, you know?
Okay. Good. Good. Hey,
I
everybody.
just heard you saying that to somebody. Just like walk in the front door.
Walk in the front door,
And
brother.
I
Ask the
I
question.
knocked on the director of undergraduate engineering, and I was like, "Hey, man, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but can you do this?" And he's like, "Fuck, man, you are crazy, but yeah."
Cool. All right, man. Now listen, kick rocks. Come back. No, you ain't gonna be able to come back at all. Just fucking come back and jump in here for 1 second and say, hey, man, I'm still alive. I fucking got all A's, motherfuckers. I got 28
Hey,
hours.
I took 18 credits last semester, and I got all A's except 1B, so
Okay.
we'll keep it up.
Let's kill it. All right, cool.
Peace.
Later. Let's go. Hey, man, that's what it looks like. No one give a shit how hard you got it. You want to accelerate some stuff. I took 27 credit hours so I could go take a job at Wachovia Security. Then I didn't get the job. But I still got to start up QSci-Fi at the Naval Academy, so I don't really care. It worked out. All right, what's the next question?
Hello?
Yo.
I'm 22. My name's Alex, and
Okay.
I'm trying to go OCS in the Army.
What's your
'Cause I'm
GPA?
trying to- I had the 3.25.
3.25. What school?
I went to the University of Albany in New York.
Okay. All right. How fast you running 2 miles?
That's I gotta lose weight.
How fat are you right now? How fat are you? How fat? How many donuts? How many fucking donuts you eat today, motherfucker?
Nah, I don't eat. I don't eat like bullshit.
Listen, I'm
bullshit.
messing. How
don't
much?
know, like-
How much do you weigh?
Right, I'm 5'8" and I weigh 230 right now.
Okay, cool. So hit Whole 30. Okay, walk 5 miles a day, and you'll be fine.
Yes, sir. Okay.
When you trying to go to OCS?
So, I was just about to ask. I'm not. I wanted. So,
Listen,
I've been graduated.
listen,
I graduated with
listen.
my bachelor's.
Okay, listen. Do you have a job?
Sorta. It's not like an official thing. Like, I just work for my parents right now. Like, I
Perfect.
just help them out when they need the help.
Work for some parents. If I was a wrestler, I went from 245 to 175, 180 in like 4 months. Okay. So put in the work.
Yep.
Okay. Come back when you lose the weight, because we're not gonna pontificate about some stuff when you 5'8", 230.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay. So, should I only be like walking right now, or like should I start running soon, or?
I mean, I don't know how much running you ever done.
I used to run like months ago. Like I was running regularly, but like
Okay.
I wasn't running like crazy like weekly. I would say I was running like 2 miles every day for like 6 days a week, and that
Okay.
was like a couple months ago. And now
Okay.
I'm just kind of lifting 3 times a week and doing like body weight exercises.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you this: you gotta change the way you eat, and you gotta start losing some weight. So I would just recommend you walk 5 miles a day.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, all good, brother. Keep coming
All right.
back.
Yep, sounds good. Appreciate it.
Yep. Next question. Hang on, bro. You talking to me through a what do you call that? A straw. I can't talk to you on a string in a can, my dude. Go ahead. Next person.
Hi, Jake. This is Noah. I actually spoke to you last week after telling you I wanted to do CCT over text, and you called me.
Okay.
I think you've convinced me to do other things. Do you have any experience with 35L? the counterintelligence unit?
No, but I got Staff Sergeant Shell on here, and he'll tell you whatever you need to know.
All right, should I just text him then?
Just hit him up in DMs.
Yeah, hit me up
go ahead.
DM wise. Unless
Okay.
it's quick and you're asking a quick question.
I mean, I just want to know what like the pipeline is because I already spoke to a recruiter and they told me there's no positions available currently.
Yeah, DM me.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
There it is. That's what happens when you got the subject matter expert Staff Sergeant Shell going for 100 recruits this year. We're going to make it happen. I'm Jake, and I'm your friend. All right, next question.
Hello?
Yep. What's your name?
What's up, Jake? My name is Christopher, man.
Christopher, what's up?
Yes, sir. All right. So, basically, what I want to do with you is I want to tell you the steps that I'm taking to, like, right now, I'm not too
Okay,
sure
so
what I want to do.
Hold up, homeboy. What do you want to do? You don't know what you want to do at all?
Yeah, man.
How old are you?
I'm 20, about to be 21 next month.
Okay, are you in college?
No, man. No.
What are you doing? What was your high school GPA?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even graduate. I dropped out at 17.
Okay. So what's your question? I don't care. I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't care what you're doing right now. I want to know what's your question.
All right, man. So basically, I'm debating if I should go try out to be a PJ or a SEAL, which I know
Okay.
okay.
So just listen.
All right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You ever heard of the crack pipe on this channel?
Yeah, man, but I'm not smoking it. I promise you.
No, you're smoking. You're smoking, motherfucker. You know why?
No.
You know why you're smoking?
Why?
Because there ain't no idiots in either one of them communities. There's no idiots. Okay? All right? Now, everybody want me to blow your head off, but here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay? How about you go into the fucking army and cut your teeth in infantry? Because that's doable. You call Staff Sergeant Shell right now. He might get you out of here in the next 3 weeks. Okay?
Nice. Okay.
Now, you got to have a GED, but I know the Army a little different. Maybe you go in, I ain't going to tell you go in the Marine Corps. But just go in the military and get started. Because here's what I'm going to tell you. You can sit over here and pontificate about all this fucking imaginary shit that you smoking on this crack pipe with, and ain't none of it going to fucking ever happen if you don't take a step that's achievable for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir, it does.
Okay, so then DM Staff Sergeant Shell, start working with him, figure out what the fuck you got to do to go in the Army.
Got you, man. Appreciate it, bro.
And then here's the deal. I'm not saying you can't do that shit, right? I'm not saying you can't do it. But I am saying is you will never do it if you don't take a simple step first, which is like go infantry. And then 2 years from now, you say, man, shit, I'm going to go to Ranger Bat. I'm going to go SF. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, it does.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Hey, man, listen. Where you live?
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs. And what are you doing right now for money?
Right now, I just quit my construction job, and I'm working part-time so I could study full-time for my GED and become physically fit, basically.
All right, cool.
Hey,
I like to hear that. Go ahead, Sessa.
I don't even need a GED or a high school diploma. DM me. I'll give you.
There it is.
Yo,
hey,
my
brother.
boys.
Let's go. Hit up Staff Sergeant. You know where he's at?
No.
He's in the recruiting room. So go over here on the left. Go down to the recruiting room. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, go in there. He all over that place. Hit him up.
Awesome.
Let's go. All right, brother. There it is.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Yep. Keep coming back.
Yes, sir.
There is no crack smoking on this channel, but there is a lot of winning. Understand this. You can't go from zero to hero. There's no such thing. You know what I'm going to tell you, man? There ain't no elevator to success. It's all stairs. And if you ain't got to the first floor, I don't think you just going to jump up there to the 75th floor magically and shit. You ain't got no magic powers and shit. Okay, next question.
Hey, Jake, I just wanted to get your quick opinion on something.
Okay, so listen. PSA, public service announcement for the Jake Zwiggs. We build champions for life. We don't ever ask for opinions. Opinions are useless, okay? We ask for advice. Jake, I need some advice. Here's what I got. This is what I'm doing. Opinions don't get you anywhere. Advice lets the person that you're asking think that they are helping you make a decision. An opinion does nothing. Okay, go ahead.
Gotcha. Okay, so I was on the Discord probably a few weeks ago,
Okay.
and so I'm thinking about quitting my desk job, and I know that you're saying to join construction and just work construction.
Okay, so hang on,
But
bro. Hang on. How old are you, man?
23.
Okay, and what have you been doing?
I graduated from college, and now I'm just working a desk job as a bank teller.
Okay, and what do you want to do?
I want to commission as an officer in the Army.
All right. So listen, commission as an officer in the Army isn't some hard task. What's your GPA in college?
It was probably around like 2.9. So
Okay, you'll be all right. You'll be fine. 2.9 will be okay.
okay, so my question was, so if I don't do construction, if I get like a factory job, like at a car plant, like producing cars, do you think that would be?
That's stupid. Stupid.
No?
Just keep working your bank teller job and start working out, bro. You don't need to do no crazy shit. You going in as an officer. You trying to be special forces down the road?
It's crossed my mind, but
Okay, so don't worry about that. That means no, you're not trying to go do that down the road. Just go start running, email me, get the PDF, start running, do your stuff, go to work at the bank. Don't worry about it. You don't need to be some hardened soldier to go to OCS. Does that make sense?
it does. It does.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next question.
Hey, Jake, how's it going?
Good, brother. What you got? What's your name?
Prefer I not say.
Okay. What's your question? Better not be Navy SEAL question.
Well, last time I was on here about a month or so ago, I talked to you about either aviation or special operations.
Okay.
And I did some reflecting and decided special operations is how I want to go about it.
Okay.
With a military career.
Okay.
And so I got the program. I'm on week 8 of the run.
Okay.
Everything's going well.
Okay.
I'm doing the swimming as well. And one thing, I'm a lot better at the swimming than I am the running.
Were you a swimmer?
And I actually, yes, sir. I didn't swim competitively, but I've, swam all my life growing up. And
so here's what I'm gonna say: swimming is always easier,
right?
Because you're not running,
right?
Okay. What's your question?
So I guess I was just wondering when I should, how long in the program should I get before I go to the recruiters and talk about commissioning?
So what's the goal on the 5 mile?
5 mile, 35 minutes, 7-minute pace.
Perfect. So when you start getting down there near that, then you go see them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your 35 mile time or your 5 mile time now?
I haven't ran a 5 mile yet since I'm on week 8. I've only done the 3 mile on Saturday.
So take your time, brother. You good. Just take your time. Do not rush that shit. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
cool.
good.
Keep coming back, my guy. Keep coming back.
Of course. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, I was just, it's just swimming is, I found myself swimming more than 1,000 on
That's
the
fine.
program. So
I don't care what you do. All you're doing is getting in shape. What the swimming does on the Army PDF, injury prevention, and it helps your upper body be able to deal with stress. So like when you start doing all these bear crawls and all this other stuff, if you've been swimming, you ain't gonna have no problem with none of that stuff.
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
There we go.
Sounds good.
Next
Thank you,
question.
sir. Appreciate it.
You're good. Ding, ding, ding. We're at 8 o'clock. We're going fast now. Let's go.
Yo, Jake.
Yeah.
So this is a question for my buddy. He didn't want to come on here. He's in the CT community.
Okay, so listen. Hold up. Oh wait, he's in the CT community?
Yes.
Like in the Air Force CT?
Navy.
What is CT, man? Cryptology tech?
Intel.
Okay. What's the question? I'll let you ask a question for somebody that doesn't want to come on in that field.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your question?
So he just got picked up for operator. He's heading to a SEAL team
Okay.
down in Virginia.
Okay.
His question was just, he wanted to know, since you were in the community, what's a good way to bond, with the team once he's in that lifestyle, since he is not a SEAL?
Okay, so have him call me.
Okay.
Yeah, I just literally just had this, man. I just had it happen Monday. We had to put him, so you got to go to PT, man. But you probably, it depends, man. It depends. As an Intel dude, you're probably only going to get to go to PD maybe 3 times a week. But you got to go to PT and kick butt. So you better be in shape when you show up. I have a young man that's doing something on the East Coast, and he's going to PT every day now. So
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Hey, man, I was getting ready to tell him we don't take questions from other people, but there's some certain situations where you need a question asked and you can't come on here. I got to respect that, right? Dude going to the East Coast SEAL teams. We know all they hunting all my guys, man. Shout out to Andrew Dowd. You ain't caught single one yet, my guy. Well, other than the dude that you made take down the video on my channel like 2 years ago. You caught that dude, but he wasn't making it anyway. All right, next question. Let's roll. No questions? We got 3 people in
Can you
here.
hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm sorry. It's taking a sec. Hey, so I haven't checked in with you in a couple months. I've been at, I graduated OCS like 3 months ago.
Okay.
Student naval aviator.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like this whole time I've been waiting
Hey,
in like a medical hold.
Have you talked
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
Will? Have you talked to Will?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
no,
in the
that's
group
fine. That's
chat.
fine. Don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. I'm just making sure that I got you on the right page. What's your question?
Yeah, I'm with them. It's just kind of taking a long time, the whole medical hold, and
Okay.
we're just waiting. If there's a DQ, then we're kind of going from there. But I'm not
Okay.
super worried about it. But
Okay. What's the medical hold on?
they just needed some paperwork. Basically, they lost paperwork a couple of times. This one was for I took antidepressants for like a couple months, like 10 years ago.
Okay.
But I'm not too worried about it because people have been taking them like more recently. But a bunch of ADHD, everyone's
Okay.
getting through. They just basically lost my paperwork a couple times. It sucks.
Okay,
but,
so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you have a copy of your paperwork?
So I don't because it was so long ago.
Okay, so listen. Let me say this.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were waiting on something for the military to get it, you are going to be waiting for a lifetime. So this is what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah,
need to-
basically, like the paperwork doesn't exist anymore because they burned their records after like 7 years. Where it was at my old school, so they
Okay.
they just needed like verification paperwork. So I've sent that
Okay.
to them, but they lost it, so I had to resend it a couple times.
Okay, I would send it to them every
I guess
day. Every day I would send it to them.
understood. I'm wondering in the case that like say I were DQ'd, like I think I want to go like the Green Beret option. That's
Okay.
kind of the direction I was looking at first.
Okay.
And I'm wondering like, is that probably faster than going the SOAS route?
SOAS route
Just 'cause
long.
of-
It's long, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
I think the SOAS route's gonna become a possible here shortly because they have to stop taking so many officers. So they took almost 65 officers this year. When I was in the teams and we weren't at war, we were taking 40 officers, 45 officers. So they're gonna have to reduce that number. But here's what I would tell you. I don't know if they're gonna let you out the Navy. So
They will. My contract says if I fail, like if I am DQ'd medically, then I can either redes or get out.
Okay. So I just make sure that you've been over there talking to the Army recruiters before you make that jump. Does that make
Gotcha.
sense? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming if I went over there, I'd still have to go through all the basic and
Yep.
Army OCS and all that stuff. Yeah.
I just had this conversation with Staff Sergeant Shell today. The only people that don't get to go through all that stuff are the Marine Corps, basically the Marine Corps infantry dudes that come over from the Marine Corps that go Army. They don't have to go through it.
Gotcha.
Everybody else is gonna have to go through it. So you get to play the game again.
Copy that. Right on.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting, so I'll keep you updated if there's, So I'm not too worried, but.
Okay. You can't fly right now because you're already in the flight school. Have you been studying your butt off?
I've been studying, just running and swimming.
How many hours a day you been studying?
I've been studying like 2 or 3 hours. Nothing crazy, but once I get down to.
How about we wait? Are you still in Newport, Rhode Island?
Yeah, I'm still at Newport. Yeah.
Okay, so I would tell you this:
Yeah,
if you
so
ain't doing
I'm not even in
nothing,
Pensacola yet.
If you ain't doing nothing, I'll start studying 6 hours a day, bro.
Copy
You know what
that.
you know what
Is
you
that
need to be studying?
just like the knife stuff and
Yeah.
primary?
Let me ask you this: Who
What-
do you have ahead of you that you know? Have we given you somebody ahead of you in flight school?
Not in flight school. It was just one of Will's guys, but he's already out of the Navy. He was prior aviator.
Jay? Were you talking to Jay? Who were you talking to?
I think so. I haven't talked to him
Okay,
in a couple months, but
so
yeah,
listen,
I got him in the.
hit me up on the side, and I'll give you a kid that's in flight school right now. He'll tell you what to study.
All right, hell yeah, copy that. I'll shoot you a message.
All right, brother.
Sweet, thank you, sir.
Later. Yep, keep kicking butt. All right, folks, 8:05. One more question. We got one more hanging. What we got? YouTube. Y'all got any questions? What's the question, man? We at 279 in YouTube. 279. We're going to keep the streak going. No one got their head blown off tonight. We ain't had no trolls. We got 2 more questions in here. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. Shoot the questions. Let's go, roll.
Hey, I'm Ash. I'm in ROTC and
Okay.
and listening to National Guard.
Okay.
I came in from YouTube. I heard you talking to the other dude about ROTC. So
Okay.
you know the guy who wanted to join in at the 2-year mark.
Yep.
All right. So this is pretty much exactly what I did.
Okay.
If you're gonna join ROTC late, I don't know if they do so here. If you're gonna join ROTC late, what's gonna happen is they're gonna send you to a camp called Basic Camp. This is not the commissioning camp, right? That camp is like a small version of basic training. On the other hand, if you don't want to do that, you can enlist and go to basic training, and that will count as credit for the 2 years that you missed, right? You still have to go to the advanced camp where where you get that credit, and then you commission the year after. All right.
That's $1 million, man. I appreciate you coming on here and telling us the real skinny, because ain't none of us have that answer. So
No problem.
Great.
Also, just a question, right? I got on
Mhm.
your program because I want to go infantry to SF.
Okay.
As an officer.
Okay.
That program plus ROTC training kind of
What-
screwed me up. You know what I mean?
ye-
Like it was a
what
little
what
bit too
year are
much.
you? What year are you in?
Okay, so I'm in my senior year, but I
Okay.
did not go to advanced camp yet because I joined late, right?
Okay, so you got to go
This
to
is kinda
advanced
like-
camp. You got to go to advanced camp
Right.
to get your service assignment, correct?
Yep, and
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna tell you. You got to do Army math. If you run 3 miles in the morning, you got to subtract that from whatever you're supposed to do for the day. If you ruck, then you got to subtract that from whatever you're supposed to do. Does that make sense?
Got it.
You can't do the Army PDF and then go PT for 2 hours in the morning in ROTC.
got it.
You was
I
trying to
picked
do
up a different plan.
Go ahead.
I picked up a different plan, and it's like a shut up and ruck. It's by like a Green Beret or something. But
Okay, so-
it helped me get my PT score up because it has like weightlifting in it. You know, because
Okay.
my PT score is not that great. I want to get like 550 out of 600, but right now
Okay.
I'm getting like 450.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
If anyone has any like ROTC questions or besides advanced camp or enlisted questions in the National Guard while in ROTC, because if you're enlisted in the Guard and you're doing ROTC at the same time, that time in service will count towards your pay. So you're gonna get, if you're in the National Guard for 2 years and then you commission, like while you're in ROTC, you're gonna be paid as an 01 with 2 years.
Let's get it.
And that's a pay bump. All right.
Let's
Thank
get
you.
it.
Sir.
All right. Easy day. All right. 2 more questions and then we out.
Hey, Jay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm currently in the Marine Corps.
Oh God.
I got a bachelor's degree, GT of 116. I'm looking into.
Wait,
going
hang
to
on,
the Army.
hang on. You enlisted?
I got it when I was in the Marine Corps. The
All
bachelor's.
good. All good. All good. All good.
I'm a MARSOC IT C drop.
Okay.
I'm looking to join the Green Beret route.
Okay.
as
So
an
do this.
officer.
Do as an officer?
Correct.
Okay, so listen, you're not joining the Green Berets as an officer. You're going in the Army as an infantry officer.
Yes, sir.
So like you're gonna go be an infantry officer for 3 years first, and then you can put your package in to go Green Berets.
Okay.
All right. What I would tell you is hit up Staff Sergeant Shell in the DMs and figure out whether or not he can work with you to get you over there.
Okay, I'm looking at the National Guard side for at 19 group.
Okay, then
California.
I mean, you know how to do that, right?
I haven't talked to a recruiter yet.
So you're just gonna go. So listen, you go talk to the recruiter. They got a screening weekend. If you do well at the screening weekend, then they'll send you down to AFAS. And then if you screen positive out of AFAS, then they'll send you to Green Beret School. It's like almost fail safe. Like you can't fail it. And I believe you can do it. Yes, I know. Jonah's gonna come in here and say, yes, you can do it from like while you're on active duty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, you can go see what's your 5 mile time right now?
36 right now.
Okay, that ain't too bad. How many miles a week you running?
20 long runs. I do sprints, like 10 miles sprints throughout the week.
Okay. All right. I know this. The PDF is undefeated. So if you need a training plan, it's free. Just email me, ask for the Army PDF. As you get closer, you better have massive amount of volume. You know what IDC was. How'd you fail out of IDC?
ITC, just JFL. I failed going forward observer, calling for fire, calling CAS.
You failed it?
I failed it. I got a 78.
Okay.
You needed an 80 to pass it, so that was kind of to end my special operations career at ITC.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go be a good officer in the Army. Reopen some doors.
I appreciate it.
All right. Easy day. All right. Last question of the night. It's to 8:11. Oh, wait. We got a couple people in here. Harry, are you on here to ask a question? Okay. I don't think so. Mondo, are you on here to ask a question? Okay. I don't know. Harry said, my mic working? No, your mic ain't working. You ain't got your mic on. Okay, I don't know who the dude at the bottom is. I ain't in the chat. So y'all asking questions in the chat, I ain't in the chat. All right, y'all. Figure out your mics. Come back next week. We'll be here the same bat time, same bat channel. Hope all is well. Shout out to Staff Sergeant Shell. We got to bang 90 more contracts this year, so let's go. Shout out to Jonah. Let's go. Master Yoda's in here. I'm going to stay on here and talk on YouTube a little bit more. I'm going to answer a couple questions. YouTube, if y'all got some questions, go ahead and break them questions out. I know I'm about 20 seconds behind on YouTube, so go ahead and shoot them questions. Staff Sergeant Shell, I really appreciate it, brother.
Always, Jake.
Let's go. Staff Sergeant Shell doesn't have an email over on YouTube. Go in my Discord. Sign up. It's free. Go down to the recruiting tab in Discord. All his contact information is in there. Reach out to him. He's killing it on Discord. We got to sign 90 more contracts, okay? I'm just telling you, we got 255 people in the live. Probably half of you are over 35. So we can at least get 50 people to sign up this week. I'm going for big numbers, okay? I'm going for big numbers. All right? Big numbers. How many miles a week for 35-minute 5 mile? 42. Staff Sergeant Shell. All y'all are talking to Staff Sergeant Shell on YouTube. He ain't on YouTube. He's over here on Discord. Okay?
That's wild. Hey, Jake, I'm going to put my email in the chat here on Discord.
Hang on. Okay, go ahead. Put it in chat. I'll put it on YouTube.
Then, yeah, I was going to say, then you can transfer it over.
You're good. All right, YouTube, we got Staff Sergeant Shell's email coming. Staff Sergeant Shell. Let's see what we got for an email.
Drop it in chat for you if you want me to, Jake.
Oh, you're going to drop it in the YouTube chat?
I can if you want to have both.
Oh, absolutely, brother. You know I'm over here, one hand on the phone, one hand in here. Hey, YouTube, man, listen, we'll give you Staff Sergeant Shell's email. Reach out, brothers. Reach out. We're trying to get him to, we want 100 contracts. We're going for triple digits, man. We at 10 right now. Okay? My man 2K is fixing to drop it over there. Special Forces. I know this. I heard the other day that some folks are headed to the border. So we will see. We will see. What ruck do you need to buy, man? Just get an Alice pack, man. Get a cheap ruck. Sending you Chinese top secrets. Okay. Ted, we ain't answering no more questions over here. Okay. All right, YouTube. We down to 232. Questions over. Everybody's leaving. I appreciate y'all coming over on YouTube, man. Let's go. Public service announcement, man. If you guys are over on YouTube and you watching this stuff, come over here. Staff Sergeant Shell has his own recruiting room. We got School's Classroom. Make sure you go over there. We're having Friday night leadership. School's Classroom, I may open up another day during the week for entrepreneurship. And let's go, man. You reach me via my email, jake.zweig@gmail.com. If you guys are calling me out of the blue, I'm probably going to tell you better text me first because I'm just going to hang up on you. And other than that, man, we building champions for life. We're killing it, son. Killing it. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. No worries, folks. I just had to get Staff Sergeant Shell's email. I'm going to put it in the top of these lives. I'm going to tag it in the comments, pin it in the top of the comments. So I got it now. All right, I'm going back to